Hey guys, how are y'all doing? So I'm doing a little screen record for kind of just something that Sarah had just gone through and done. She went through, let's see. Well, I had it up on the page earlier and I accidentally shut it down. Let's see. So Sarah had done a live video that about how to fill up your water slide. But it was kind of hard to see what she actually said, so I'm going to start it over for you. Don't save. Cancel. Okay. So Sarah started out with a word. So I have my word right here, but some people have it in here. So I'm going to go down and go all the way down to the bottom and a word. Then we're going to start off with a blank page. I'm going to make this bigger so everybody can see it. So what Sarah has done is, first thing you got to do is you got to see what your water slide paper is. Is it A4? Is it 8.5 by 11? Is it something completely different? I don't know. But whatever it happens to be, you just go up here to layout right here. You can see my layout. And then you're going to go to size and then go down to A4 or letter. So most of them are A4. I don't know why. I guess that's just where they're coming from. So then you go over here and you go to margins and you go down to narrow. You can use narrow, or I do a custom margin because I know my computer will go to 1/4 inch at least, probably a little bit less, but I'd rather do it on the safe side. So then I have my margins here and I don't go outside of that. Most people are going to go to Google and they're going to search penis mandala. They're going to go to images and they're going to come over here and they're going to go, oh yeah, I like that one. And then they open it up and then they just kind of save it. So we're going to save image as, there we go. I'm just going to throw this in my Cricut pictures. Penis mandala. Okay, so some punky looking penises there, man. Okay, then we're going to go down. So you can either do insert right here and then go to pictures and you can go to wherever you just saved that file at. So let's see, I put it in my Cricut folder. I'm going to come down here to penis mandala, insert that. Okay, so now it's inserted. I'm just going to put it in the very top left hand corner. So all you're going to do is come over here and you can choose layout options and you're going to do in front of text. Best thing to do, because then you can move it wherever you want to do it. Otherwise it's always going to be always going to put them all right there and you're not going to know where to go. So see how this page has all of this excess white around it? Like there's a big border there, right? So what you can do is come over here to crop, or if you right click, crop. And you're just going to pull this little section down. And do the same on this side, as close as you want to get it. As close as you want to get it. And then just hit enter. So now it's got less margins on it. Let's see. So say you've got a picture, you got this picture up there, and you know that you're going to put it on your cup, but you've only got 6 inches to work with. So you want to come over here and you're going to change this right over here to just do 6 and then hit enter. And it's going to make it 6 inches. So say you want the full mandala and you're doing a 32-ounce Yeti or whatever, and you've only got 3 inches to work with. So see how it just changed the size for you. No guesswork whatsoever. Just changed it. So you can do that. Now, I want to take it just a little bit further and show you the difference. Say if you went and bought your images off of Etsy, you did the right thing. You went and bought your files and you have paid for this file. So in my files over here, I have bought this Summer Owl collection from Etsy or Design Bundles. See, it's these cute little pictures right here. Nice little owls. Oh, how cute. Okay, so when I come into this folder, clicking on the folder, and there's PNG and a JPEG file. Most people are going to go JPEG because they know what a JPEG is. But if you bring this JPEG in, so I'm going to do this branch right here, right? Drag and drop my branch in. See how that file is on top of this one, and it's cutting it off because there's a white border. What you do is, okay, so after you change your layout options, see how it has a huge white border on it. So we don't want that white border, right? So instead of going in and cropping it, I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to go back here. So we did the branch. I'm going to go back to my PNG file. So see how this one has a black border around it? Because it's a PNG file. So I'm going to drag and drop this PNG file in here, right? Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do behind text. See how that file goes right on top of it and you have no white borders whatsoever? That is the difference between a PNG and a JPEG. If you can get a PNG file, do it. That is going to save you so much heartache when you're trying to line up all of these pages. Because see, I can now get it as close as I want. I can move it around a little bit. If I want to spin it here and get it right up in there, I can. I can do all of that, right? Also, say you want your penis mandala. All right, we're going to delete that one because I've got my own. We're going to go down here to, where's my stuff? Close. I've got way too many files if you haven't noticed. Bot images. Oh my God, where am I? Okay, Etsy, SVGs. I've got pictures out the wazoo mandala. And I've got a vagina. So say your pictures are showing up like this too. You're going to go to View, Details. You're going to come over here and look for the PNG file, right? Okay. PNG, put that in there. Penis. Delete that one. Okay. Now that goes all the way to the edge. There's no white whatsoever. It is just beautiful. And I've only got 4 inches to work with, because it's an average penis, right? And then I need to add some text here. So we're going to go home, and we're going to go insert, actually. I'm going to go over here to word art, because I kind of like word art. I'll come over here, add in the text, and we're going to go, Sarah, you rock hard. You rock hard. Okay. So now I'm going to do this, and it's already set up to do that, right? We're going to change the colors here. We're going to do the shadow. It has a shadow, but we want black outline in it, right? Cool. Fill text, we want it to be bright red. We're just going to make it bigger, right? We want it to fill it up. Sorry, my toddler, or my teenage boy came out at me just then. Home, we're going to have to do a size up here, right? So you just kind of figure out where you want it on top of your picture here. So then it's, see, kind of cool, right? Kind of looks like it's bleeding, dude. Anyway, that's how you could put text on top of it, or you can just put it over here and layer it if you really want to, but I kind of like that. You can also go in and change it, like you said, nah, I really don't like that shape. So I'm going to go down here, I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to go, what if I do that one? Yeah, okay. But then I'm going to change the font too, because I like a little sunshine. And we're going to bold. It's already bold. See, I like that a little bit better. We're going to do that, right? Okay. So after that's done, you can just continue to add stuff in, right? Because you've got it set up to where you can just move it around. But you've got that set up perfect. You don't want it to move around. You're going to click that one. You're going to hold Control or Shift. Oops. Hold Shift, and you're going to click both of them. Why is it not letting me? It's being dumb. Okay, so I got that one. I got that one, right? I have both of them. Why is it not letting me click both of them? Okay, well, I don't normally use words, so we're just going to leave that there. So let's see, we want a different one, right? We're going to go to leafy hearts. We want the same thing here. So details, PNG, we're going to bring those suckers down too, right? They're big. They're big. So they went on another page. So we're going to go inline, and it's going to put us back up there, and we're going to resize it manually because that's how I roll. So I don't really need them that big. So I'm just going to do them like this, and I can resize and do whatever I want. Just continue to do this and fill up your page, man. Just stick it wherever you want. Let's see what else we got. We got cooking with wine. Let's see, view, details, PNG file, drag and drop. And it went down to the next page too. Up. We're gonna squish it where we want it. We're gonna put it down here. Okay, so another little tippy here. When you're moving it around, right, I got it, my mouse clicked, and I'm doing this. See these little green lines that pop up on the left and right, on the bottom and the left? That's your margins area. If you need to, you can go a little bit closer. You can even use your mouse and click it down if you want to give it some more room, or you just need to do a hair adjustment on it, whatever. So that's what you do there. And so you just can't find a PNG of it. You've got it. It's a PNG or JPEG. You downloaded it somewhere. Those are going to be my Cricut ones up here before I did that, before I started making my own. So let's see. These with the black backgrounds, those are the PNGs. Okay, these stars, we're going to drag and drop those stars in, right? We're going to wrap the text and see how it's in front. Just kind of put it in front. But say you've got it there and you're like, oh, darn, I just wish I could get that in there, right? So you're just going to take this, you're going to go up to layout up here, and you're going to go to send back, and see how that worked. Oops, I meant to click. So now it's in the background. So if you do it, it's going to be in front of stuff. So you just have to keep sending it backwards. Oops. Send. Why are you being dumb? We're going to go to bring forward. We want to send it backwards. Send to back. It's odd. Why is that other one not moving? I must have done something with this one. What did I do with it? Because it's not moving now. Oh, I never did it in line. So there we go. Moved everything too. Whoops. Not what I meant to do, but hey. We're learning here. I don't normally use Word. I use Adobe Illustrator to make all my designs usually. So that may be why I couldn't group the thing. So say you've got this picture here, right? And it is now in front of Sarah, which I don't want. I want to send backward. So now it's in back. I'm going to do Shift, and then I'm going to click Sarah too. Can I do that? Is it going to let me? I want that one, this one. There we go. So if you can click both of them, you can essentially group them. Where is my group? Shape picture. We want to group it. Group. So now, if you move it, it's going to move them both together at the same time, right? I thought so. Never mind. Ignore that whole bit right there. You may not be able to. I don't know how Word works. This is me just jumping in and playing around. I'm going to put Sarah back up here. And down here. Haha, you rock hard. 13-year-old boy is coming out. Just move it up a little bit. Okay. Don't know why I need to, because I'm not actually printing this. This is just so that y'all can see what's going on. Okay, so again, if you need to, you can move this around, turn it where you want, put it in that corner. I wonder if it'll let you crop it this way. Crop. Nope, it's only going to let you crop as far as you can there. But crop tool's nice for when you've got something that does have a white background. Now, another little piece of tidbit here. Like, say you want those stars. You love those stars. You don't like the color. You want something else. You want something that's not black, right? Because we're fancy like that. Somehow I cropped it too bigger than it was. Okay, enter. Let's see. So you go up here, you click on it, and then it brings up this picture format up here. You can recolor the suckers. See how it changed it, the stars just to blue? Now, if you do these, because it's a JPEG, it's going to recolor everything. But if you had the PNG, like say I click this one, and then I do recolor, it's just going to click. It's just going to change whatever I want there. See? So I can change those to blue. Perfect. And then same kind of goes for those. Let's see. Picture format. Say, okay, so say you really like this, right? The lady who purchased it or whatever loves that design, but they kind of want it like sketchy. So you do glass, you want it to be, there's all sorts of stuff here. Let's see, cross etching. So that kind of makes it a little bit, gives it some texture to it. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Right, okay, so I'm seeing how it texturizes it. It's kind of cool. So Word does give you that option to kind of do these things to it. Like that gives you an outline, which is kind of cool too. And do whatever you want to it. Like cut out, if you just kind of hover over a section, it's going to kind of tell you where it is. So cement, oh, that's cool looking. That's some really cool texturing. And you probably do the same with these. So say you want, I want blue stars, but I want them to have that texture to them. Oh, see, that is another thing with the JPEG versus PNG. It's going to change the whole thing. It's not going to change just what you want, just what you see. So see, if I do the cement on this one, it gives cement all in this white area. It doesn't actually do it on the stars. So there you go. Another perk of having a JPEG versus a PNG. That's kind of cool looking, isn't it? So now you got some fuzzy stars. Okay, so there's that. That's my quick tutorial on how to do this stuff in Word. So then you would just go to File, go to Print, and then so it's automatically going to change your paper here, your margins and everything. So then you just have to go to your printer properties and make sure that your printer knows that you're doing it as well. So hopefully it'll show up here in just a second. So see, mine still has it as paper quality, but it changed it here. So paper size, it did do that. When I do water slides through my inkjet printer, because Sarah uses a laser, so if you watched hers, she showed you laser. I do it with my other glossy inkjet papers. I feel like it gives it a crisper clean because it's not trying to get down into paper. It is trying to put it onto a glossy film, so it reacts differently. So that's all kind of up to you what you want to do. Personally, I found out that I like it the way it looks better on a glossy inkjet. So then I just save that and then I hit print, but I'm not going to print because I don't want to waste my water slide yet. I don't have any water slides I want to print. Someone also asked about doing it in Google Docs. I don't want to save that. So let's see if we go up here and we go to, I'm just going to type in Google Docs. Type it in there, pull that one up, and then I'm going to do a blank file. So same thing here. It is going to automatically pop up as an 8.5 by 11 letter size piece of paper. So you're going to go up here to page setup. So right down here, page setup. and you're going to use paper size down to A4, right? And then I'm going to change my margins again to whatever you feel comfortable with, and then hit OK. So then it changes it. See how the beeping starts here? So this is basically the same thing. There's a little bit of differences, but not too bad. So we're gonna pull in our penis mandala here, drag and drop it in. And then instead of it being up here, it comes down here to wrap text. And you change your margin to 0, right? So then you don't even have to do anything to it. If you need to crop it, the crop button is right here, crop image. So you're going to do that same thing. You're going to start on that line right there. Start here, and here, and here. Okay, and hit enter, and you're done with that. So now you can move it around where you want. Let's see. Editing, maybe? I'm just playing around here. What size do we want this picture? Okay, so if you want to recolor it, here's the same thing, okay? But with that JPEG file, see how it's got all this little blue hazy stuff around it? Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, see how it's got all that hazy stuff around it because it's not a crisp picture. You got it off of Google. We're gonna shrink back down here. What size am I at here? 90%. Okay, I'm at 100% now. Let's see, what else do we do? Can we image options? No, that doesn't do much there. So this one you're kind of gonna have to guess on, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But if you need to guess, so right there it's at that 0, so 1, 2, 3. So say you need it to be 3 inches, so you're gonna guesstimate it's gonna be about right there. So let's see, nerdy owl. Okay, so looking at all these pictures, see this one has a black background, this one has a white background, so I know that's a JPEG and that's a PNG. And if you're not sure, you can hover over it and you see the second letters, it says image type, JPEG. You can do that too. Easiest thing for me though, when I've got like everything in that folder is what I need, I just go to view details and then I can just pick out my PNG. So then I can drag and drop it into place. And wrap text. I want to make it smaller because that's not going to be as big as I want it on my cup. And then that picture's on top versus this one. So if you want this one on top, let's see, how do we bring it to top? Edit. I don't use this very often. There's got to be a way. I'm sure somebody knows and is yelling at the computer screen, but this isn't live, so guess what? I'm not getting it. I don't know how to do that. Insert. Format. Image. It's not giving me the options to do it front or back. No. I want to bring it up front though. There's got to be a way. There's got to be. I just don't know what it is. Editing. Border color, paint, grammar check, print. Okay, well, if anybody knows, just, kind of tell somebody. You can change it bright. You can make it different colors. You can do the same thing right here. It'll change those colors for you, make it all kind of a green hue. But I don't know how to actually bring it in front or send it backwards in Google Docs if you're working with PNG and JPEG files. So that's something that if anybody knows, just pipe in there and kind of throw it at us and let us know. Oh, here's a toddler. So I may have to run here in a minute. But I think I've got the grasp of it. So we've got page size, how to crop it, how to resize it in Word and in Google Docs. The difference between a PNG versus a JPEG. Let's see, what else is there? I'm gonna do another one, get off my tail. Well, not what I meant to do. Oh crap. Now I just cut out of it somehow. So that's my bad. We're gonna do, can we undo what I just did? Undo, close tab. Ha! Go backwards. Ha! It's all still there. Okay, let's see. Drag and drop it again. Let's see what happens. Copy. Well, then you go to Insert, Image, and you search your computer for it, which I hate doing because most of the time I've lost it anyway, so we're just going to do that. And do wrap text, no margin, and do it like that. So then see how that is a PNG over on top of that one over there. So how did I bring it on top of that one? Maybe it's whichever one I moved last. Okay, there you go. Whichever one you moved last is the one that's going to be on top. So if you need something else to be on top of it, that's how you do that. How funny. Okay, so there's that. And then same thing here. So see, when you do the red lines, it shows you where your margin is. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask me. These are just the simple ways to do it. If anybody wants to know how to use Adobe Photoshop Suite or something, I'm more than willing to show them how to do that too, okay? So y'all just let me know, and I hope that this actually made sense to somebody. Thanks. All right. Bye.